Hello, my dear Leo. This is a bonus reading with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I'm reading for the signs that showed most love for my January readings with liking, commenting, subscribing, becoming members, and watching the ads. Giving back with a warm embrace to my channel. Thank you so much. I am going to use these bonus readings to try out new reading styles, and if they are becoming popular, they might stay on as a regular gig. And this reading will be for the Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Leo, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind wants to happen between you two. It can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here, together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dared to tell you the truth with the brutally honest oracle cards. And for a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Leo person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow, that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I will use the THELEMA tarot for the readings part with arts by, see here if we can see, Renata. It's reflecting, so I can't really read it. Renata Leshner, okay. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm also going to use my own brutally honest oracle deck to reveal their truth, what they would tell you if they dare to tell you the truth. Okay, so my dear Leos, when I open your deck here, I see Ace of Swords together with the Empress. What this person would want to happen between you two, definitely they want something to happen. Ace of Swords is like a new mission, blood, sweat and tears, victory at last. It's very likely that they would like to reach out to you, but Ace of Swords is both the pen and the sword, so I'm a little bit worried which edge of it they are wanting to use. But the Empress, it shows you are the one for them. You are the one and only. Ace of Swords is also one. And then we have the Eight of Swords with the Ace of Swords. So even if they had the guts to do something, they really don't. Okay. Eight of Swords is showing this person being hopelessly trapped in their own mind. They have a lot of fears. They have maybe a lot of bad experience from the past with this relationship, and they're also fearing what other people would think and what you would think and what kind of consequences it would have if they reach out to you, maybe with a text or a letter or calling you or showing up. So with the Eight of Swords, they're kind of entangled, and the more they're trying to solve this, the more entangled in this problem they get. Okay. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we also have the Ten of Swords together with the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of tormentation. I want to understand why they are so tormented. You are the only one who gets me. I never felt like this before. So normally if a person feels like this, they are happy. And this person is really, really sad. So they are not happy at all. I think maybe either they are surprised by this, that you are the only one who gets me, and it's only one again. Notice that with the Ace of Swords, one, and Empress being the one. But normally this is a good news, but I guess you are in separation. Something has happened. The relationship has ended with the Ten of Swords. So they are not happy at all, because probably living with the consequences of this separation and missing you. Okay, so the 6 elements, and here we have the Sun with the Ace of Swords. So yes, that's the truth. This is the truth. You're the only one who gets me. I never felt like this before. And for some people it's very hard to admit the truth, because maybe they have lied to you in some way in the past with all the swords there that we saw. and maybe the truth is the hardest thing for them to tell. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today. Queen of Cups, the Hermit. So this feels like you, and they definitely love you a great deal, and you are definitely in separation. They are trying to find themselves, I think. You have caught them by surprise in some way, and they don't know what to do with this. Okay, so I want my dear Leos to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk. Justice, Empress. It's very hard to give you justice, apparently, because they are the Fool. Magician. Death. High Priestess. Okay, I think what has ended this relationship is probably you having more self-respect. High Priestess is a person of high value. She or he doesn't let anyone, just whomever, come into their temple and onto their paradise that's behind the veil. They need to, it's only like loyal, honest people that have the High Priestess back that will be allowed through, like her people or his people, the ones that's loyal and loving and have very good character and high moral. And I think this person was the Fool, so they were a little bit unexperienced. They probably didn't know about this, that you need to be honest and loyal towards the people that you want to earn their trust. Okay, you want to be let into their paradise. And this person here needs to go through this lesson of learning this the hard way. And that's why they are being tormented now. We saw the 10 of Swords, which is the minor arcana death card. This is the major arcana death card. But it's also to find their white horse, their true emotions, their natural expression. And it's kind of fun because we have 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then 11 and 13 as well. But... So you're really on this journey together, but yet so separate, because this person is unknowledged and they're trying to manipulate situations for their benefit. And this person here knows what goes, okay? Knows how karma works and how we should treat each other and what love is and how human beings should act upon this earth. Well, this person is... a little bit more unexperienced. It's like letting a child loose, and this person needs to create their own moral values, and they might need to go through a lot of things to be able to know what their values are. Children are in early stages of their life kind of narcissistic, and that's a part of their development. They need to develop an I that's separated from the group, the 8 of Swords. Who am I in opposition to everyone else? And it seems like this person is in this position, and it's painful for them because they only want to be loved by you, but by acting narcissistic and selfish, they have lost you. So that's very painful. And also, it's like the truth it's so important to hide the truth from you for some reason. Being this lonely hero beaten to the ground. I don't know what their values are, but it seems like they are a little bit lost with this, thinking that the one that goes alone and bleeds alone is the one that wins. It's not like that. That person is just bleeding to death on their own. Nothing heroic about that. Okay. So finally, usually when I use new cards, they are very chatty like this. I'm sorry for the unnecessary jumping of the cards. Maybe it's not unnecessary. It's just has a lot to tell you at this point. So I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind, what this person would want to happen between you two. Okay. Okay, so this is their most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship there. And this is what they would want to happen between you two there, and this is how they view your past. So they have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is about partnerships, but it's also about authority. So we can choose to either be partners and equals, or we can choose to try to become in authority over one another. So this is a card about marriage, commitment, but it's also the card about taking power over others to convincing them that you know the best, or that it's your way is the best way to do things. It's also the collective knowledge of humans, and it's the spiritual development of the divine masculine. So it's a card that partners up with the High Priestess that we saw earlier. Okay, so we'll see what it wants to tell us. And this is the situation right now, what they would want to happen between you two. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a kind of a little bit hopeless card if you want something rapid to happen between you two, because this is delays and blocks. We have Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Wheel, so karma, Seven of Swords, the World. So this is in connection to the Empress card that we saw before. 21, 2 plus 1, 3, the Empress. So I'm thinking this is kind of a collective card for the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Justice that we saw. And Judgment, Seven of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Karma, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. This person is fighting, God, you and everyone, and that's because they are in this age of 3, when we do revolution towards the world to define ourselves, and it doesn't go too well for them. They don't seem to be particularly happy, but they're fighting you still, fighting your ideas, fighting your truth. They want to be the one coming and delivering the truth. They don't want someone else to come and deliver it for them, because that would mean that they are a subject instead of in authority. And this with equalness probably haven't crossed their mind at all at this point. This is what they the likely action that they will take. And we have the Tower. So it might be that they're going to do something dramatic, something that is unforeseen. We get a little bit surprised with this. Some people can be really charmed by these actions. If the person, we have the Queen of Wands, see her, Knight of Wands. Oh, it's a lot of Wands here. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of, long story. Queen of Cups. This is your, the situation that we saw earlier, maybe, or maybe it was from when I tried out this card, but it showed that these two people are connected, but they have their back turned on one another. This person is trying to find themselves. This person already have found a holy grail, that love is what matters, but this person is in opposition to society. They are going out, becoming the hermit, living in a cave somewhere, and kind of trying to figure out if society is right, or if there's some new ideas that's better, if the old thing that we have already learned is all that there is, or if there's something new to learn. So I'm definitely thinking that this person is kind of fighting God and everything to find their own way, and it's just a natural part of their development. They're probably a rather young soul on earth. They might have been, they can be an old soul, but an old soul that have lived in some kind of sheltered environment, as being, I don't know, for example, royalty, or really pampered in some way. So they have been sheltered from the knowledge of life through hardship. And the Queen of Cups is not at all like that. She has gone through everything, so she knows the earth to her fingertips. She can feel the earth inside of her. And this person here, he or she wants part of this. So they're searching for the Holy Grail, which this person already have. We can see it shining there. And this search, it's a very spiritual journey. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. So a very, very important suite here, showing a lot of passion. This person wants something, okay? They want you. They want you dearly, and they probably love you. You see, this beautiful. They love you, and they are torn up with passion for you. But how they are going to get you, it's not the right way, you see. They are going to try to get you by, you know, taking power over you or charm you or kind of put a spell on you, a love spell on you. It can be, for example, to give love, withdraw love, to make you addicted, because the devil is about addictions too. So if this person is going to get close to you, they are going to do so with very shady magic, okay? So I think this person is all about power, and it's because they are so new. They haven't developed past that stage just yet. And here in the past, they are describing their past. So King of Swords, you feel like they're describing themselves here. You might have been dealing with an air sign, but it doesn't have to be like that. It just shows a person that wants to be in control, wants to be the one that knows and the one that other people look up to, because this makes this person feels the most secure. If they haven't read on their homework, or they can't read your mind, or they can't take control of you, this person will get really nervous. This is what I'm feeling. So this person can't really accept that other people doesn't follow their rules, because again, this makes them nervous. So they're not really brave. They're not such a brave cookie. They're very controlling, but for other people, they might show up as being brave, but it's not really that. They just want control, okay? And Seven of Cups, this person doesn't know their own emotions, so they probably didn't know your value to them either, and they didn't know what was the thing that they were supposed to search for or go after. They didn't realize what was valuable. For example, they probably didn't know that love was valuable. We can see that power seems to have been more valuable for them. Sevens, they have a lot of sevens. It's spiritual challenges. It's the divine putting up challenges in their way so they will grow. It's not because they want to punish them. It's because they want them to grow past this little bit chicken state for needing to be in control. It's like the scared caveman or cavewoman that doesn't dare to go outside their cave, putting palisades on the door, having strong weapons, killing every animal or human they see around them. So that kind of fear, it might come off as this person is really dangerous and really tough, but really they're just very, 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 very scared. Okay. And then we have a Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, this person wanted something. And we have seen with the fire suit that they are very passionate inside of them. They might not show it on the surface because they don't know what this passion is. Is it good? Is it dangerous? They probably feel like there's a monster living inside of them. That is this passion. And we have the Emperor. I want to see where this is going. Three of Wands, Emperor. Nine of Swords. Okay, they probably tried this stupid thing on you, you know, with living in their cave, putting up palisades on the door and trying to get their way. I don't think that worked out so well for them, okay? I think they tried to rule you in some way. They're describing here how they had this little bit flow here, where things were going their way and then it wasn't going their way at all. And well, I think this looks a little bit like posh, or a person that is maybe a little bit too full of themselves, and I don't see that going down with that many people. Most people will be irritated with a person that comes and point with their whole hand and acting like the emperor, while being also like a know-it-all and not being able to express any true feelings because they don't know their feelings. So it's like a very shallow person that wants to take a lot of space and maybe causes a lot of drama and try to rule the show a little bit. I was acting from my ego, this person tells us. So it's the little emperor here. Okay. And not enough feelings to continue this relationship. I can't forgive. I don't know what you told them here with the 9 of Swords, but it's something that they can't forgive. Maybe you came to a point where you kind of gave up and you said, where this relationship can't work. I'm not as in love with you as I were before I discovered that you were this know-it-all power junkie. Okay. And this person, they got very hurt by this, and they have problems with forgiving you at this point, because you made them lose their face, is what I'm feeling here with this 9 of Swords card. Okay, so that's their past. They are describing themselves as old family royalty. So it might be that they have been royalty in past lives, and maybe since caveman time. And but they don't know their inside at all, because they have controlled the world. They haven't been making friends with their own inside. So this part of them is lost and abandoned. And then they were trying to get something with this ruler imperialistic attitude, and it ended badly for them. Okay. So what do they want to happen between you two? 10 of Pentacles. So they definitely want you to be part of their court, maybe as their queen or as their king. 10 of Pentacles is a marriage card, as is the Hierophant. So I think they see you as their family. Okay, you are the family, the person that they always want to be there. And then we have the 9 of Wands. So they can't admit to this, and there's a conflict inside of them, because they are trying to define themselves, you know, the 3-year-old that says, this is I, and I can tie my own shoes, and I will sit at my own table, and you can't make me do that. And it's a very important stage for the 3-year-old to have this part. But when they do that, they also separate themselves from the love that's being given to them. Most parents will love them unconditionally anyway when they are 3-year-old, and doing this, it's very cute. And they will be able to have this a little bit separation attitude from you, and point out that you are not the same person, you are not alike, because up till then, most children thought that everyone were the same, and that they were actually very tightly, they had the same soul as their mother, so they never knew that they were in separation. So it's like a person that had always been in their tribe, but then realized, I have a mind on my own, and they are trying to find themselves. But in this process, it's some part of them, a very delicate part of them, that gets very put on a spot, because it's not getting the love that it needs. And this person is trying to live without this. It's very painful to be the 3-year-old and say, I can do without you, and I can sit alone at this table, and I don't need you to tie my shoes. Because it hurts also the 3-year-old. Probably doesn't hurt the parents. They will, you know, keep an eye on the 3-year-old, and they will laugh amongst each other. The little person is so cute. But here no one is laughing, and this person here feels very lonely, because the other people in this equation probably feels like this is a real twad. So it's like a lonely battle that they are fighting, and they're getting more and more lonely as they go. And here we have a little Page of Pentacles. So they are trying to learn something here, but they're going about it in a way as they are already fully learned. So they are really sure about their things here, but really they are a beginner. This can also be very irritating to people. If someone says that, I know how this is going to be done, or I'm so sure, or I won't listen to you, and then they are so apparent that they are a beginner. 6 of Cups. Okay, so I want to see the last card as well, the Star. Yes, this person definitely want a reconciliation with you. Their 3-year-old is feeling very lonely without you. They're playing very tough, but inside of them there's this little child that's hurting and feel the pain of loss, even if they would never admit to it. The Seven of Pentacles might indicate that this have taken a lot of time. I don't really see a block apart from themselves being the block, but what they secretly want to happen between you is a new beginning, a reconciliation. They feel like you are star-crossed lovers, you are meant to be together. It's very, very painful to be without you. It's not how they want to live. So they have all they're hoping for is for you to find each other again, or be together again, or for you to forgive them. So that's what they truly want to happen between you two. But this is the action that they will take from that. And here we have the Three of Swords. So it pains them a lot that you didn't admit to them being their ruler. They wanted to dictate how things were supposed to be between you two, and they would have stayed with you forever. Maybe being unfaithful, maybe not wanting to discuss the problems of the relationship, or coming and going as they're pleased, or whatever their rule were, and you didn't want to obey to them, and now they are really sad. Okay. And three, I'm thinking about the 3-year-old that wanted to tie their own shoes and sit at an own table. So you might have thought that, oh, this is a despotic ruler. This is a person that is always my way or the highway. And it's almost like you maybe even fear them a little bit, or had a lot of respect for them, but you shouldn't have had, because it's just a little child having tantrums, basically. But it's very hard to deal with a grown-up having these kind of tantrums, and they are very self-destructive, as you can see. Their own creations is what's creating them their hell. 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It's their behavior and how they don't want to admit to their own vulnerability. I need you. I want help from you. So they would love you to run after and try to help them, and they can deny you. So it's very 3-year-old attitude. Doesn't matter if this person is 80 years old. They're still on the development of a 3-year-old. And here we have the 4 of Swords. So they're just trying to endure without you. They're just trying to find, an alternative way to survive this pain of separation, because they don't want to be this sheep in this pack, and this is a necessary part of their development. So they're separating and finding out, I'm not a sheep, I'm actually I'm the lion. You're a Leo, so you understand. And they want to stay that. They don't want to have other people be able to tell them what to do. So it's a little bit revolution going on here, and they're trying alternative techniques, for example, meditation, breathing exercises, no mind, whatever, to not think of you at all, because they don't want to subside to the power that you have over them and their heart. So they are trying to heal their heartbreak by being in separation of you. Don't try to not think of you, even if the only thing that they can dream of is really reconciliation. But with their mind is very strong. They have certain survival tactics that they have had since the Stone Age, and they are not keen to let these survival techniques go. So they are rather working on these survival techniques, how to be able to survive without you. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. It's a very hard card to read sometimes. It's like a boomerang, coming, going. Which way are you going? Are you going away from Leos, or are you going towards Leo? How can I ever pay you back? So I think when they are trying to work on these spiritual techniques, no mind and all these things, and they are going on this hermit journey here, and they are probably finding that they would want to pay you back, okay? So even if they in the first hand just try to, or they are aiming here, this is maybe the like recent past or what's happening right now, that they're trying to survive heartbreak. But what they really will find is that they owe you something, and they would want to pay it back. So they find something inside of them where there's a true connection to you, And they do this to this inside work, or this lonely time that they are spending with themselves and their own inside. And then we have the 10 of Cups together with the Page of Cups. So it seems like they will admit to this what's in their heart. And this might be the whole Tower thing here, that they have a big epiphany. And they might realize how they did you in the past, and that this was the wrong thing to do, this with having power over you. And here it seems like they are subordinating themselves to their heart and the love that they have for you, and that this is what they will honor. And this is what they realize caused them pain is actually their own behavior and their own addiction to power. So it seems like they have a rendezvous with both death and spirit that gives them this tower moment realization through great hurt and great pain. And hopefully they are healing themselves enough to pick up this little 3-year-old that actually needs love and come to you, maybe as a 6-year-old instead, or as an 8-year-old. 8-year-olds, they realize that, oh, people can die. They can be ripped apart from me, so they can start crying at any moment when they realize my parents will someday die. They won't live here with me forever. And this causes chaos in the age of the 8-year-olds inside. And so this person suddenly becomes very needy of love and hugs and closeness. So this might be what is happening to this person here, that they're coming to the next stage of this development. Okay, so what action will they take accordingly to these cards? I still don't know if I ever loved you. We have the problem of the 7 of Cups here, so they don't know if this is addiction or if this is true love or whatever it is. For me, money is important. So it's a little bit the devil talking here again, that this person, they're not going to be fully healed. They will come to you with a pure heart, but what will come out of their mouth might not be exactly what you want to hear, because they're still holding on to this King of Swords cave person that wants to. I'm not saying that this is always like this. I'm just reading this card right now. King of Swords can be like a police or a judge or an archangel or someone that is like really competent and know things and has this penetrating gaze. But for this, in this reading, I feel like it's this person trying to survive and mostly they're trying to survive their own inside that's tormenting them. And here they need to cave. They need to realize that their inside is stronger than their outside, or them trying to be rising above their own emotions and therefore not having any connection. It's like they have dropped their inner child in the bottom of the well. So the inner child is the one that holds the torch for you, is the one that loves you, and this part of them has been very suffocated. And if they don't have connection with this, they will not know if they loved you, or if they might think, oh, maybe this was maybe this person gave me so much, so I want this, or maybe I just want the admiration, or maybe they were a substitute for my parents or this friend, or they were a substitute for this ex, or so they might have been very confused about their love for you, and this might have made them be a little bit posh and like taking you for granted, which didn't pay out for them. For me, money is important, and I'm thinking it has to do with this power thingy, that we want to look powerful, or even if they are 3 to 8 year old, 6-year-olds are also very cute, but they're still doing some revolution. Maybe they're just 6 years old. Okay. But these children, they still want to kind of win. It's this age where we still want to win over the other person. So I'm thinking they want to show off maybe that they are more grown up, or more wealthy, or more competent, or So you can see they're a little bit conflicted. I want to marry you. I want to find someone new. For me, money is important. I'm thinking this is talking about their pride, that for them it's important to have their pride intact, and they can't forgive what you did here. So they are very conflicted. I think in their ego world, if they could parade someone new in front of you and showing that they had a lot of money, they think that that might be the solution, that maybe they just do need to pull you off your throne that they have put you on inside of them here. So if they could find someone new and parade them, and I don't know, their fancy car or their fancy job, that would make them like happy from this caveman point of view. But their inner child wants to marry you. So I don't exactly know which part of them would win. Okay, I don't know if it's this part of them that will win, or if it's another part of them that will win. The pages can sometimes be a new beginning, also like a new relationship. We have two pages here, but this is reconciliation, and we have the Emperor here showing a husband and this marriage or love forever card, and they also have the Ten of Pentacles, that's friends forever or family forever. So I definitely feel like their soul wants you, but the ego would want to parade someone else in front of you if that would be possible. So it's a wait and see if their ego will win or if their soul will win. It's all a matter of where they are on their maturity level here. So my dear, I hope this helped. I would urge you to watch the reading, their true thoughts and feelings for your sign, in the True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably reveal more about this interesting person here. And if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for the true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. If you subscribe, you can also become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos, Q&As, ads-free tarot videos ahead of time, and mediumship training videos. Click the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. For my regular viewers, not much have changed, except you get more videos from me, and the old type of videos arrives a few days earlier than they did before. They are now being posted Thursday to Sunday instead of Tuesday to Friday the following week. And to not miss out on any other content, you can visit my channel. There's a lot of different playlists with your favorite videos. And if you click the arrow to see more, you will only see the last 12 videos from that playlist. Rather click the headline to see all the videos that the playlist contains. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. Until next time, take really good care, and thank you so much for the gratitude you showed me in the January readings. I'm super grateful. Thank you, Leo. Bye-bye.